Hi, and welcome to Socratic University. My name is Daryl Cabalas. I'm the Customer Implementation Manager here at Socratic. I'd like to thank you for joining me today to learn some basic skills for working with data on the Socratic platform. You can log in to the LA City site by clicking the Sign In link in the upper right-hand portion of the site. Enter your username and password, and you will be taken to your profile page. Your profile page contains a catalog of datasets, views, and visualizations that you own. You can also toggle to a view of items that have been shared with you by clicking on the link on the upper left-hand section of the catalog. You can return to the profile page from anywhere on the site by clicking on your name in the upper right-hand section. It's easy to find data on the Socratic platform. If you are looking for datasets, views, and visualizations that you own or that have been shared with you, it's easiest to do that from your profile page. You can also search the complete catalog of all items on the site by clicking the catalog link in the upper right. Either way, you will use the search sidebar to the left of the catalog. The search sidebar has 4 different components: text search, view type search, category search, and topic or keyword search. When you use these components, you filter the results that are displayed in the catalog. They can also be used in combination to further narrow the results, making it easy to find what you are looking for. In addition, there is a sort option that allows you to sort the results by using the drop-down list. To use the text search, simply type a search term in the text box. The platform looks for matches in each item's title, description, metadata, and row data. These matches are weighted to produce the most relevant search results. The view type search filters the catalog by the type of item you are looking for. Simply click an icon to display only that type in the catalog. The category search allows you to filter the catalog by category. The site administrator creates categories, and a dataset can be assigned to one of the categories by the data publisher. The topic search filters the catalog by keywords that are added to a dataset's metadata by the publisher. Clicking the View All link allows you to see a word cloud of the most popular keywords on the site. Let's look at an example of a typical search. I'll enter budget in the text search. The catalog is filtered to show relevant matches to my search term, and you'll see the term highlighted in the results. By scrolling to the bottom of the page, you can see that I found 41 matching items. You'll also notice that a Clear All Options link appears at the top of the sidebar. I can click that link at any time to start my search over. Next, I'll click Datasets in the View Types area to further refine my search to show only datasets. Scrolling to the bottom again shows that I've narrowed my search to 6 datasets. Now I'll click on the Education category, which narrows my search to 4 datasets. Finally, I'll click on Vendor in the Topic Search area, which narrows my search to a single dataset. At any point in a search, I can click on an item's title to open that item and begin working with it. When working with data, a general user creates a view of the data. This allows the user to filter, sort, group, and visualize a view of the data without modifying the original data itself. Only site administrators and dataset owners have sufficient privileges to modify the original data. Logging into the site using your account credentials allows you to save and share your views. It also stores your views on a personal profile page, making it easier to find them later. It's important to remember that as the original data is replaced, edited, or added to, the view changes with it to reflect the current data. This is one of the powerful benefits of the Socratic platform. The Manage button opens the Manage panel that allows users to change characteristics of the dataset. You can choose which columns are visible by opening the Show and Hide Columns section and using the checkboxes next to each column. You will see your changes when you click the Apply button. Notice that the dataset's title has been replaced by Unsaved View, prompting you to create a new view by clicking the Save As button and giving your view a name. You can change the order of columns by hovering over the title of the column you want to move. You'll notice that a band of diagonal stripes appears on the left side of the column header. Hovering over the band changes the cursor to a four-pointed icon. You can now drag the column to its new position. If you are the dataset owner or site administrator, you will have some additional privileges in the Manage panel. You can transfer ownership of the dataset to another user. You can delete the dataset. You can share it with another user and choose what permission level that shared user will have. You can create a custom API using API Foundry. And you can use Permission section to make the dataset public or private. Note that a private dataset may still be explicitly shared with other users by using the Sharing section. There are a couple of ways to sort a dataset. You can simply click on the header of the column you wish to sort by, which will sort it in ascending order. Notice that there is now a small up arrow under the header. Clicking the header again will reverse the sort order to descending, and the arrow changes to a down arrow. You can also access the sort function by clicking the blue filter button above the column headers. This will open the filter panel. Click on the Sort and Rollup link to open that section. Click the Sort checkbox to open your sort options. Simply select the column you want to sort by from the drop-down list and choose an ascending or descending sort order. Note that this method allows you to sort by multiple columns. Click the Add Column button and enter your choices for the additional column. Click the Apply button to sort your view. Filtering allows you to choose what data will be included in your view. Clicking the blue Filter button opens the panel. You create a filter by specifying a filter condition. This filter condition consists of three parts: the column to filter by, the operator, and the data to match. Let's look at an example. I'll choose $amount as the column to filter by. Next, I'll choose is less than as my operator. And finally, I'll enter 1,000 in the text box. My view now displays transactions with a dollar amount less than $1,000. I can add another filter condition by clicking the Add a New Filter Condition button. I'll choose vendor name as the column to filter by, leave is as my operator, and enter US Bank as my data to match. My view now shows all the transactions to US Bank with a dollar amount less than $1,000. Conditional formatting allows you to highlight rows of data that match a rule that you create. A rule can contain one or more conditions. To create a rule, click the blue filter button to open the filter panel, then click on Conditional Formatting. Let's say I want to highlight transactions that occurred in the first quarter of 2012. First, I'll enter a description for my condition. Next, I'll pick my highlight color. For now, I'll skip over the When option and build my first condition. This condition consists of three parts: the column to match, the operator, and the data to match. In this case, I'll pick transaction date as my column and is between as my operator. Since I want to highlight the first quarter, I'll choose January 1st, 2012 and March 31st, 2012 as my start and end dates. Now I'll click Apply to highlight the matching rows. Next, I'll add another condition to demonstrate how the When option works. For my next condition, I'll select Vendor Name as my column, Is as my comparison, and a minor consideration incorporated as my data to match. Clicking on Apply results in highlighting the only transaction to a minor consideration incorporated in the first quarter of 2012, because the When option specifies that highlighting will be applied to rows that match all of the conditions within my rule. If I choose any condition in the When option and click Apply, my view now highlights rows that meet either of the conditions within my rule. Creating groups allows us to combine rows of similar data, and roll-ups allow us to calculate values on those groups. This is also called aggregating data. To create groups and roll-ups, click on the blue filter button. Click the Sort and Roll-up link, then click the Roll-ups and Drill Downs checkbox. Let's say I want to look at the total dollar amount of transactions by department. First, I'll select the column I want to group. In this case, I'll select Department Name. Next, I'll choose the column I want to roll up or perform a calculation on. In this case, I'll select the dollar amount column, and for my function or calculation, I'll choose Sum. When I click Apply, a view is created that shows the dollar amount of transactions for each department. To see that department in alphabetical order, I'll click on the department column header to sort my view by that column. To see which department has the largest dollar amount of transaction, I'll click on the dollar amount column header once to sort in ascending order, and again to sort in descending order. I'll save this view to use later. It's important to remember that as the original data is changed over time, this view will change also to reflect the current totals. The Socrata platform allows users to easily make charts from tabular data. To demonstrate, I'll open a view I created earlier showing the total dollar amount of transactions by department. Next, I'll open the Visualize panel by clicking the green button. Let's start by creating a pie chart. Under Visualization Type, select Pie. In the Data Selection section, choose Department Name as the label data and dollar amount as the value data. The default view shows both the chart and the tabular data in a split window. To hide the tabular data and show only the chart, deselect the tabular data by using the gray button above the Visualize button. You can also hide the tabular data by clicking the X in the upper right corner of the table. In this case, I want to hide the legend to allow my chart to be bigger. To do that, I'll open the Legend panel under Chart Details and select None from the drop-down list. I'll save this chart to use later. I can easily change to a different type of chart by selecting a different type in the Visualization Type section. For example, a donut chart, a column chart, or a bar chart. One of the unique features of the Socrata platform is the ability to create maps easily from tabular data. This is done by creating a special data type called location. Combining addresses or latitude and longitude during the import process creates a column with the data type of location. Let's take a look at a data set that has a geocoded location column. This data set contains earthquake data that was downloaded from the USGS website. If you look at the Location 1 column, you can see that it combines the latitude and longitude of each earthquake in the dataset. I'll open the Visualize panel and select Map. Next, I'll pick Point Map as my plot style and Location 1 as my location column. Clicking Apply will create my map. I'll remove the tabular data from the display to give my map more space. I'll zoom in a bit, and I'll save my map. I can add customization to my map. Let's say I want to represent larger earthquakes with larger points. I can do so by clicking the Advanced Config checkbox and selecting the magnitude column in the point size dropdown. By clicking Apply, I increase the size of the point on the map in relation to the strength of the earthquake. Next, I want to add some information to be displayed in a flyout when each point is clicked. I can do this by adding information in the flyout configuration. I'll select date and time for my title, and for my flyout details, I'll enter the magnitude, the depth, and the place. After applying my changes, I can click on each point and see information about the earthquake that occurred at that point. A powerful feature of the Socrata platform is the ability to embed a live view of a dataset or visualization into an external blog or website by using the Socrata Data Player. This view is dynamic and changes to reflect the current state of the underlying data in real time as it is changed. Start by opening the dataset or visualization you would like to embed. Then you click the red Embed button. The first thing you see in the Embed panel is the code block that you can copy and paste into your external page's HTML. This code will embed an iframe containing your dataset or visualization into your external page. You can modify the size and frame appearance of the embedded item using the options below the code window. You can choose one of 3 pre-configured frame sizes, or you can create your own custom size. You can also choose the Social Data Player template or frame that appears around the embedded item. Your site administrator or designer creates these templates. If you have sufficient privileges, the Create New Template button will appear, allowing you to create a new template. You can click the Preview button to see how your embedded view will look. Clicking the Export button opens a panel that allows users to download a copy of the dataset in a variety of formats: CSV, JSON, PDF, RDF, RSS, a couple of Excel formats, and XML. Every dataset that is uploaded to the Socrata platform is accessible via the API. Clicking the API link in the Export panel opens a section that gives developers information needed to access the datasite's API information. It gives the dataset's API access endpoint and the column identifiers for each column. Clicking the About button opens the About This Dataset panel. This allows visitors to view information about the dataset. This information can be viewed within the panel or on a full page. You can see the dataset's description, activity, a partial list of the metadata, links to the dataset, and licensing and attribution information. Visitors can also perform actions. They can flag the dataset and contact the dataset owner. The Flag Dataset panel allows the visitor to compose an email to the dataset owner with the purpose of the flag, the subject line, body, and return email address. There is also a verification question to keep spam bots from sending automated messages to the dataset owner. The Contact Dataset Owner panel opens a similar section with the subject line pre-filled. If you are the dataset owner or site administrator, The About panel will have some extra options. You will see an Edit Metadata button that opens a page allowing you to edit the metadata. At the bottom of the Activity section, you will also have the option to view usage statistics for the dataset. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you found this information useful. If you're interested in learning more about the Socrata platform, you can register for other Socrata University classes at discover.socrata.com/Socrata University HTML. You can also visit our support site, which has a searchable knowledge base. That's support.socrata.com. And for developers, we have a site at dev.socrata.com where you'll find information about the API and some code samples. Again, thanks for taking time to join us today, and I hope you all have a great day.